Now, my parents taught me from when I was a little girl growing up on the farm that every relationship is like a bank account. People will make deposits into that bank account when they demonstrate things like trust and kindness, vulnerability, and thoughtfulness. And because we're human, people will also make withdrawals, throwaway remarks, not having your back, and put downs. Now, I found this really helpful as a sensitive kid trying to work out friendships and sibling stuff. But when I entered the workplace and later on as a leader, I soon found that these emotional bank accounts were actually an idea by Stephen Covey, and they helped me navigate and create strong, trustworthy relationships and teams at work. Now, studies show that there's actually a ratio to keep in mind to have healthy, strong, trustworthy relationships. And that ratio is 5 to 1. 5 deposits and 1 withdrawal for you to have a trustworthy and effective relationship. So let me run you through 3 areas that'll help you strengthen the investments where you need. Number 1, give balanced feedback. When I was at American Express, my first manager was an awesome leader named Catherine Wood. Now, I remember she used to carry around this small notebook everywhere she went. And if anyone ever made a positive comment about her team members in a meeting or in a lift, or even if she thought of something herself, she had a tagged page for each of her team members. And she would always just write down those notes. So whenever we caught up in a meeting, she would always have loads of positive feedback for us from her and from other people. I learned a lot from that approach. But making deposits into your team members' bank account isn't just about telling them about everything that they've done amazingly well. You also make deposits by giving honest and open feedback when they've done something wrong or they've messed something up. It's all about the feedback being timely and honest, direct, and ensuring that you're the type of leader that balances the feedback, not just focusing on either all of the positive or all of the negative feedback. Number 2, being vulnerable. A client of mine, we've been working together on her being more vulnerable in her leadership role. She's a general manager. She shared with me a little while ago that during COVID, she actually was taking some leave because she was really struggling with everything that was going on. Pretty understandable, right? Now, when she told her team about taking leave and also why she was taking it, it created a really strong positive impact on the relationships that she had with them. They saw her in a new light. They saw her in more a human light, not just as their manager. Now, it also gave them permission to do the same, which is something that they really needed to do. Now, as a leader, if you only share your wins, your accomplishments, and your best life with your team and the other people that look up to you, then it can be very detrimental for them when they struggle. It can lead to them feeling like they're not strong enough or not smart enough or not together enough because, well, you, their role model, even if you've never thought about yourself being a role model, you are a role model. I mean, you never struggle, do you? Real leadership, it isn't a highlights reel. You don't need to go into all of the nitty-gritty details of absolutely everything that's happening in your life, but being genuine and vulnerable, it builds tremendous trust. Number 2, be willing to apologize when you get it wrong. Now, I've had a pretty crappy cold over the last few days, as you can tell from my very attractive nasally voice, and I have not been my best. Now, the other day I was at the supermarket with my son, and he was at me about something. And so when we got back to the car, I had just had enough, and I snapped. I raised my voice, and I was really short with him. Now, once we got home and everything was unpacked, and I'd had a chance to take a breath, I thought about my reaction, and I realized that I probably could have dealt with it a bit better. So I sat down and had a chat with him and I apologized. So we both talked about how we felt, and also we both tabled some ideas of how we can do better in situations like that when they do come up, because they do come up. We're not always going to be the best parents, and we are certainly not always going to be the best leader in every situation. We all have crappy days. We have sleepless nights. We have big real stuff that happens. So learn to apologize when the situation calls for it. Look, as a leader, you're human and you don't get everything right. None of us do. But by apologizing when you get it wrong and being honest when you don't have all the answers, It's a worthwhile investment right there. And you're also teaching other people to do the same. When the emotional bank account is low, trust plummets, relationships suffer, and so do engagement levels and productivity, not to mention how much energy it takes to navigate relationships like that, right? You sound more like a leader that strives to have a team and a business culture where people's emotional bank accounts are more on the full side. Am I right? So then I trust that you got value out of the 3 areas to strengthen your investments that I shared with you today. There's plenty more ways to add to your team members' bank account. So let me know the ideas that you have in the comments below. That'll help us all out. Now, if you've made it this far in my video, you will love my online community where I dig deeper into the challenges facing professional women to help you strengthen your self-confidence, realign your energy, and to find clarity to make better decisions at work, accelerate your leadership, and step back in charge of your work and life. So join my online community in the link below and start getting my free powerful bonuses now. Now I want you to go over and watch my next video where I teach you the 5 secrets of highly confident women. I'm going to take you through exactly what you need to focus on and what to let go of to build your confidence. So click on the video and I'll see you over there.